you are confronted again with the big hole. You realize with a shock that you are halfway there. And those of you who are desiring desperately to be back in the sweet unconsciousness of slavery, in the golden cage of culture, are crying loud to return to the sources. But there is no going back. The bridges are burned. You must go forward. You have no choice. You will not manage to fail like heroes. You will not win in a traditional way. You will go over your limits and enter an age of metamorphosis.
They are in their final formation stages. Many of you will remember, and you've probably heard me on radio shows, so you've heard me say it. The elite do have a code of ethics. And one of the factors in their code of ethics is they must tell you everything they're going to do before they do it. Now, I know it sounds strange that the elite would have a code of ethics. They do. Very different than your code of ethics. Positively different than the code of ethics you would find in the Bible. But they do have a code of ethics. And one of the facets of their code of ethics, they must tell us everything they're going to do before they do it. They may tell you through a movie. They may tell you through a TV program. They may tell you on the evening news if you know how to listen to their buzzwords. An example of buzzwords. David Stockman was the budget director of the United States of America during the administration of President Ronald Reagan. On April the 2nd of 2013, just a few days ago, David Stockman warned, let me read you his words because this is full of buzzwords everywhere. This is what I'm trying to help you understand how to interpret their buzzwords so that you'll know exactly what they're going to do. He said, quote, "The U.S. economy is in a bubble inflated by phony money from the Federal Reserve and will burst within a few years." Now, what buzzwords would you have caught in that expression? First of all, he talks about the Federal Reserve. Secondly, he says it's going to bust. Did you catch that? How long did he say before it was going to burst? Yeah, all of these are right here if you know what to listen for. He said in a few years. Well, I'll tell you how long that is. It's 1.5 to 2 years. Now, David Stockman warned, and let's go on. In an essay published yesterday in the New York Times, Stockman wrote, "New York Times, you could not find a more liberal publication in the country. They are telling you, they are pouring out their code of ethics to you if you know what to listen for. And you can spare your household. You don't have to stand in a soup line." Let me tell you what I did. When my elite friend recently gave me the information that he did, I was so startled. After the conversation, I got on my laptop, on my computer, and I contacted another elite friend that I know. And I said, "This is what I was just told. Can you confirm it?" I got it back. Confirmed. Exactly right. Now, I'm trying to help you understand these buzzwords. David Stockman said, first of all, New York Times, liberal periodical. Stockman wrote that the Fed's quantitative easing policies following the credit crisis has flooded stock markets with cash even while the Main Street economy remains weak. The combination, he wrote, is unsustainable. What does unsustainable mean? It can't go on. It's going to come to an end. Now, he goes on to tell you how it's going to happen. Everything is here. If you'll believe it, you can save yourself heartache. I'm trying. All right. When it burst. Now I'm quoting David Stockman in his new book. He said, when it burst. It's not if it's going to burst. It's not maybe it's going to burst. It's not will it happen like Cyprus. It's not, folks, please, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. The elite already have it planned. Barring divine intervention, this will take place the way that the elite have already decided it behind closed doors, and they are telling you in advance what they're going to do.